Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Scott with Keeping It Real Bass Fishing. Hope everybody's had a good summer and enjoyed some good bass fishing, and hopefully you guys have caught some big ones. Got a lot of comments from you guys. I appreciate all that, and we definitely will try to do some of those things. I'm going to do a competition coming up soon too, and also a mystery tackle box. We're going to do that challenge. I went to Walmart and we did find a mystery tackle box there, and we're going to get out on the water and we're going to use that that tackle and in that box. I don't even know what's in it. I hadn't even opened it. We're going to see what's in it, and we're going to go see if we can catch some fish on everything that's in that box. That's the challenge. We're going to see if we can. We ain't got there yet because it's the weather, and with my schedule I ain't had time to get to the water. But do appreciate you guys joining in today. And I'm out here in my garage, and wanted to just go over a couple things and show you some couple pointers maybe, and some things I think you might find interesting, some of you guys anyway. So let's go. We're gonna go see what we got going on. And I'm over here. Let me turn this light on. See, that'll help us out a little bit. There we go. I'm over here on my workbench and have a lot of my tackle, as you can see. Can you guys get a good view of that? Y'all know what them are? You can see the colors. Ain't they pretty? All sorts of colors. Them are what they call rod socks. If you don't know, that's what they call them. Rod socks. And obviously they're for your fishing rods. You pull them over your fishing rods when you get them tied up, so that you can store them and they don't get tangled up with the other rods, especially if you're sticking them in a rod box on your boat, or when you're trying to tow them in your car, or whatever you might be doing, and they have a tendency all want to get wrapped up and get tangled up, especially when you're carrying as many rods as I do all the time. But I want to show you the reason. This is nothing new. It's been out on the market for a while, but got a lot of good colors. Reason I don't know if all you guys know about these things. Some of you, I mean, a lot of you may do. Some of you may not. Some of the beginners and some of you new guys out there that's not been fishing a real long time or bass fishing, they are available. I went looking for them. I was at the Bass Pro Shop. I think I was at the Bass Pro Shop. It was about last weekend. Yeah. And they were about $8 a piece. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? $8 a piece for this thing here? You know, and I was thinking about getting like 10. So I don't think so. So I looked online and I found them at Amazon. That's the reason why I wanted to show it to you. It's a good deal. Knocking stuff over here, but it's a good deal. I mean, I got there, I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12 rod socks. All, the colors don't really matter to me, but it's nice colors. 12 rod socks, and in this whole pack right here was $12.96 on Amazon. $12.96 for this whole pack. 12 rod socks. That's a deal. Like I say, at Bass Pro they wanted $8 for just one. That's crazy. So I like a bargain. Do a lot of shopping on Amazon. I don't just, I mean, I do my shopping and comparison, but a lot of times you can get a lot of good deals on Amazon, and I guess you know that. But if you don't, you should. And also this box. I'm going to show you another item. This box right here You can read it. And you can see it. And it's made, obviously it's a worm box. It's for the, or really a plastic, to where you can separate your plastics. I got too much stuff on this table. I'm trying to show you guys. My car's in the carport. I mean in the garage. I didn't move the car. I didn't move the car out of the garage, and I'm trying to do this. Anyway, without much room, you can get an idea. You see, you guys probably seen them. May not have seen them. This something to do with this product here. With these things, it's supposed to keep stuff more reserved. Just like with this big mouth box here, I keep extra spinner baits in. It's just one. I got a gigantic one over on the floor, but I kind of keep my extra go-tos in here, and I keep my go-tos in another box that I take with me. But that's got some kind of coating on it, they told me, that's supposed to help keep those blades from rusting. And this is supposed to help preserve and keep the baits from melting, and that I'm yet to see. But it's a nice box. You can see it. It's a pretty good sized box. Put your plastics in. Put your plastics in. Keep them in. And the reason I'm showing it to you, because maybe you might need it, or maybe you could use it, especially if you're out going, kayak fishing, things of that nature, or even just put it in your boat. If some guys just store them differently, but you can go throw it in your boat, and keep them separated, better organized. Good for kayak, small boats, john boats, aluminum boats, things of that, anything that where you don't have a storage, that like a regular bass boat's got storage compartments. So any kind of boat where you don't got that, this would be come in handy. And just thought I'd show you this. And two, Bass Pro Shop, it was $28, almost $29. And there again, I ordered it on Amazon, found it on Amazon, and ordered it for $12. $12 for the same box. So, just because it's at Bass Pro Shop don't mean that you should, spend your money always in those places. Shop around. Bass Pro's got a lot of good stuff, but it's some of the stuff can be expensive, or I think sometimes they mark it up higher than what you can actually get it in other places cheaper. I go to Academy sometimes and get good deals there. Academy Sports, Cabela's, I think they got some good pricing too. Maybe not as good as what you're gonna find on Amazon, but they got some good prices. I think they're better than Bass Pro prices. And you just have to shop around, be comparing. But anyway, I think these are some good items. I think these are some good tips for you guys to, remember, and hopefully be able to, if you don't have those, go ahead and make those purchases, and hopefully it'll help you with, with your fishing, keeping things together. I also wanted to show you something else. You see this boat? Now that's my kayak leaning up against it. It is called a Bass Raider. You can get a good view of it. It's already got two. You got two rod holders that made it mounted there. It's also got some rod holders up here in the front. It's made in the boat. Trolling motor on the front and one on the back. You can even put a motor, you know, a small boat motor on this thing. It's 10 foot. Got two adjustable seats, the front and back. I can position them anywhere I want. I can even take one out if I want to, or take them both out. It doesn't matter. Plenty of room, stability. And one thing, look at the base, if you can see it. Let me see it that well. Let's try the front side. It is getting dark out here. And mind you, I'm in my garage. That thing is, see the pontoons on either side? It's got that pontoon type bottom. So you got that, you got all that stability. I can't even say the word right. You had the stability. It's stable, very stable in the water, not like a tri-hole or one of your regular flat bottoms, which is pretty stable but rocky. It works really good, and it's 10 foot. Right now I got one trolling motor. I'm fixing to, you know, or get me a motor. I'm looking to find me a small boat motor and to put on the back here. So this thing a scoot. But I haven't had it long, you know, just got it recently. Still got to do some things before I can get it out on the water. Got to get it registered and a few other things. But we will be taking this boat out. And the good thing about this boat, I can take and put it in places where you can't, you know, where I can't put the big boat in. You know, because we gotta have a boat ramp. Now, with this one here, I don't necessarily have to have one. I mean, if I can get close to somewhere, I can just put it, I can slide it off and slide it in off of the bank somewhere. A little bit more flexible, so I can get into some areas maybe haven't been fished a lot or beat up that I might want to fish. An old kayaki, and he's leaning there up against it. I was going to take it out and go fishing and do some stuff with it on this past Sunday, but we have storms and bad weather, so I didn't go, and I ended up having to stay here and do some stuff. And so we're going to try to do it again this weekend. See if we can, you know, we get one of the boats out on the water. Probably going to take that kayak out, and we're going to go do some fishing. So y'all should definitely check back in and you know, with us, and we're going to get those videos up as soon as we get them made. I got some other videos we're working on too you'll enjoy, and especially if we do this challenge we're going to do with this with this mystery tackle box. I have no idea what's in that thing. I've heard a lot of some stories about that box, and some other guys I know that's used it and they fished it and they've tried to, you know, they've taken it out and opened it up and fished what was in it, and you know, some's done good, some's not. So I wanted to give it a try and see what we could do. And good little challenge, I think. And plus, we got some other things coming up. I think you enjoy as well. Anyway, just wanted to jump in there and give you those tips, especially on those rod socks and that box, you know, for your plastics. I thought those are good items to have for your, you know, for your rod and for your plastic, you know, for, you know, having to take care of your fishing gear and products. But main thing was wanted to show you what they were, but also how you could get them at a reasonable price, you know, and if you like me, do things on a budget. So there you go. We're always keeping it real. That's why we call this keeping it real bass fishing. Just a good old country boy out here trying to make a living and keeping it real. And anyway, one of these days we'll get all these boys right here back out there on the water and see if we can't go with a hook and catch that big one. Y'all check back in with us if you're new to the channel and you like the content. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us. And if you hadn't already done that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us and let us know you like the video. And we'll see you next time. Y'all keep on keeping it real, and we're going to do the same. Let's go get that big one.